Hi everyone, we are from Group 5. My name is Shanshay Analagi Epon, metric number 264637.
My name is Nur Aisyah binti Muhammad Izaham and my metric number is 264379.
My name is Nur Ijan Amatullah binti Omar Bakri, matric number 264651.
My name is Nofara Izzati binti Muhammad Rizwan. My metric number is 264549.
My name is Nurodiana binti Syakimi. My metric number 264973.
My name Nur Shazil Ashrani binti Ismail. My metric number is 248124.
My name is Fauza Azima binti Muhammad Fauzi, metric number 264781.
Okay, so we are here today to discuss the case of Di Sinto, which refers to a restaurant based in Sinto. Without further delay, let's move to the first question. Explain three motivational factors that has been used by Di Sinto to motivate its employees. Any suggestion from you guys?
Okay, for this question, with we need to state motivational factor that have been used by this institute to motivate its employee. For my opinion, the first factor is that reward factor. Before I explain more about that, what do you guys think? From the cases that related to this reward factor, anyone?
Uh, it is related to the case where the waiter and waitress were also being given a basic daily salary plus a piece rate pay.
Yes, that's true, Nurudiana. From from paragraph paragraph 3, um, uh, in for this reward, this motivational factor is related to the expectancy theory, which emphasize the on reward especially. And from the above case, in paragraph 3, it stated that the waiter and waitress will also be given a basic daily salary plus a piece rate pay. For example, if they're bringing a plate of food to customer, 5% of each plate of food served will be allocated to an account. At the end of the month, the amount collected will be distributed equally among the waiter or waitress. This practice has boosted the motivation among the employee. Thus, we can conclude that this practice is practice which we can say that reward can motivate employee in this into case. Okay, that's all from me. Okay, anyone have other factor than reward?
Okay, I think there is another factor which is achievement. The institute practice monthly recognition performance award among the branches. For example, in the paragraph 4, branches that contribute the highest sales will be awarded with certificates of top performer of the month that motivate competition among branches.
Yes, I agree with that point. From my understanding, this point is related to McLaren achievement motivation theory. The more the achievement they make, the higher the performance because of higher level of motivation. These people find innovative way to achieve goal and consider their achievement a better reward than financial one.
Okay, thank you for your explanation. Maybe Farah can suggest for the next motivational factor.
Yes, of course. I would like to suggest another motivational factors. The next motivational factors that I would like to suggest is an authority that given from the management.
What do you mean by that, Farah? Can you explain more?
Okay. Based on the situation given above, on the last paragraph, there is stated that Mr. and Mrs. Ramli have given an autonomy to their branch managers and treated them like their business partners. They will only interfere when necessary and let the branch managers to decide on how they manage daily and personal issue in their branches. So here we can see that the top management, which are the Mr. and Mrs. Ramli, gives the opportunity to its employees, which is the branch manager, to manage and plan all the tasks to further grow their business. So this will indirectly, the branch manager will be more motivated to grow business without any intervention from the superiors or top management unless it is necessary. So as a conclusion, the next key point for the motivational factor is the end authority that given from the management.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Farah, for that explanation. Now, moving to the question B, explain three sources of conflict in this into.
May I suggest my opinion on this question?
Yes, you may.
Okay, one of the causes conflict happen in this symptom is unfair system of payment of additional wages and benefit. Different in performance criteria and reward system provide more potential conflict in the organization.
Nurudiana, can you explain more about that?
Alright, Aisha. Okay. Reward for performance are commonly used to maximize work output and productivity. For example, is a team-based performance or a team-based reward. Team-based reward is defined as any formal incentive provided to a work team or at least one of its individual team's member. Rewards may be based on organizational themes or team member performance or other outcomes.
May I add more to the explanation?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can mean.
Team-based reward can be distributed equally across team members so that all members receive the same reward. For example, amount of money, recognition award, or none equally, either based on individual performance within the team, for example, equitability, or in proportion to individual base salary.
Oh, okay, I understand. So in this case, it is about the waiter and waitress receive a basic salary plus a piece rate pay like bringing a plate food to customer, and the amount bringing each plate of food is 5%. It will be allocated to account and will distributed equally among the waiter and waitress at the end of the month.
Yes, that's true, Aisha. However, as you can see in the paragraph 3 in the case, being evaluated and reward based on the team performance provide a loophole as there might be some employees taking advantage of the others. This shows that there is unfairness in the system. The employees who work hard feel that the treatment is unfair as they have to share their extra fees with the one who not work hard. This could bring some conflict within the team's member and would influence their performance. So it can be concluded that having a team-based performance may bring conflict among the employees.
Okay, that's a good point. Then let's move to the next possible point for the question.
Excuse me, may I answer the next point for this question?
Yes, you can.
The second point for sources of conflict in this into is unskilled worker. As we know, higher unskilled worker may initially save our business money in the form of lower starting wages. However, higher unskilled worker, particularly for skilled position, also can have disadvantage related to production and overall business performance. From the case study of this into, based on paragraph 4, we can see that the waiter and waitress that they hired previously were normally youngsters who have just finished school and were searched for income. They will normally work on part-time basis. Therefore, many of them do not have right skill to serve the customer. In addition, they were only using this into as platform to gain some money and experience. Majority do not plan to work for long as they have different goals and priorities while working in this into. They have very little concern this into performance. So that's my point. Do you all agree with this point, or are there any other suggestion or information to add?
Sorry to interrupt. Can I add some information? Okay,
Yes.
I think higher unskilled or inexperienced worker also give some advantage to the business, right? So in some position and in some workplace culture, inexperience is value. Some employers do not want to hire someone who has hardwired thinking developed from previous experience. In addition, less experienced employees tend to work harder to impress, think outside of the box and approach problems from the unique perspective. Is it true?
Yes, that's right, Farah. Everything or action we do must have advantage and disadvantage. It depends on the leader in the organization or business and how they risk when they choose the method.
Oh, I see. So now let me answer another source of conflict in this into. Based on the last paragraph of the case, it is about fully given autonomy to their branch managers. Okay, so it means that all decisions making authority are given to the branch managers. It is like this into is practicing decentralized decision making process. The powers are given to the branch managers to make decisions at their respective branches. So, the disadvantage of decentralization decision making process will lead to conflicts. For a clearer picture, the branch managers might make decision whereby it is not working towards the same goals with the organization as overall. However, they might be too focusing on their branch performance to obtain the reward while neglecting the performance of overall organization. So when the payment system is unfair, all staff and chef might lose motivation towards their jobs, and finally it will leave such impact towards the organization. So do you agree with my point?
Yes, absolutely. I agree with your point.
Yes,
Uh,
agree.
so maybe we can move to the last question. Determine the type of leadership style practiced by Mr. and Mrs. Ramli.
I think based on my reading in the last paragraph, I think the type of the leadership style practiced by Mr. and Mrs. Ramli is a delegative leadership style. The leader in this type of leadership style is hands-off and allows the group members to make their own decisions. What do you guys think?
Oh, I think yes, because Mr. and Mr. Ramli has given autonomy to their branch manager and treated them like their business partner, right?
Yes, they will only interfere when necessary. They let the branch managers decide on how they manage daily and personal issues in their branches. Do you guys need more explanation about this leadership style?
No, I think your explanation is good enough and easy to understand.
So I think that's all for me.
All right. I think there's no more explanation, right?
No from me.
Um, so okay,
No.
thank you everyone for the active discussion. So here I'll summarize the discussion. For question, the three motivational factors are reward, achievement, and authority given to the management. For question B, the first source of conflict is about unfair payment system. Next, unskilled workers and full given authority to the branch managers. Lastly, for question C, Mr. and Mrs. Ramli practice delegative leadership style as explained by Fauzan. So I think that's all from our discussion today. Thank you everyone.